Welcome along everyone. So we are here at Midlands Raceway, and it's an off-road buggy club that runs during the week, and since it's around the corner from Tamworth, which is where the 12th scale is going on this weekend, I thought I booked the day off work a little while ago and thought I'd come up and do a day's practice at their track. Now, if you've not been here before, it's reasonably small. It's not too big, and maybe I'll just turn the camera around and let you all have a little look at it. So here's the track. They've just put in something fairly new. They put a two-tier in down the back here. I'm not sure how marshalling works on a weekday evening or on a club night, because getting those cars from underneath there is going to be fairly dangerous, but I'm sure they manage it in their own way. And as you can see, I've got the cones out, and I'm just trying to get some stick time in, see if I can improve a little bit. I don't see any other way of doing it other than just hitting the track. Is not necessarily something that I subscribe to, as many of you will probably know. Let me just put these cones up that I've obviously hit, and then I'll walk you around the track. It's an interesting track. They put in, obviously with the extra layer, it allows them to get a lot of track in. So here we are at the top here. This is the track. Obviously come down the straightaway. A little hairpin goes underneath the crossover. Then a line through there underneath the top level. Come around and switch back over that little hump into a bit of a chicane. And you turn back on yourself over the jump, across the top, down over the little bump, and then back onto the straight. So that's the track. Let me walk you around the pits. This is the pitting area. Got all my crap here. Got a nice little heater going on. Got the coffee out. So I'm going to do a little bit of 12 scale stuff in between charging up the lipos, keep the car nice and cool. There's a transmitter. Walk you around. Got a pitting area down here. Again, it's not a huge place, but crikey, to have a permanent track that offers this much in the way of running, I think it's really exciting to have that opportunity. So I've got a few cameras laid out and set up for us. Let me switch over to the main camera. So the main camera is that way. At the end of the straight, so that's certainly something I want to. If I go round a corner, let me pick one that's so this one here. So this one here, this left-hander here. If I just accelerate through the corner, look how it pushes wide. I go back to the corner, and now I'm going to feed the throttle in, way less push wide. So again, I think with 12 scale, because 12 scale you have so much front end grip, you kind of lose sight of that fact, and you end up just pushing through the foam tyre, and the car ends up just going slower because you think you're going fast, and all you do is you just scrub speed off. There you go. So it's super light on the throttle through there. So all of a sudden you can see I'm getting all a little bit carried away here, and cones are coming down. But what I am conscious of is that I'm still mentally thinking the cone is still there, and I'm trying to make sure that when I put them back up in my next run, I'm going to keep improving. So the holy grail is going to be able to do 5 minutes at this sort of aggression without hitting the cone. Now, for me, this is the absolutely only way you can improve. Or the only other way is that you do a class that's harder than the one you want to get better at. And without doubt, buggy is harder than 12 scale. I'll be back. So, just going to check the so something I've spoken about on the Off-Road podcast with Ant Lockyer is that is about your perception of core on half throttle, because I think once you learn a track and you've learnt it with bad lines, I think it's really difficult to adjust that quickly. So again, now go faster. We need to keep getting better. I don't see any other way of doing it. Just stick time to me doesn't get it done. Because all you're doing is repeating ragged I've become. having a nice time, but I'm not getting any faster because of it. All I'm doing is just pushing through the front tyre. No consequence for that, and so whilst great, having a nice time, but Michael Orlowski turns up and makes me look like a complete toolbox. So that was that. Bit of practice. Unfortunately, I can't see any questions or anything. So what I'm going to do, I am going to crack on with a few bits and bobs, and I will come back at you a bit later. Just make sure that the stream is all working okay. I'm sure someone's texted me to say that it's not working quite right, but Stu Barber is a dubious source, so I'll check for my own sake. Anyhow, thanks for tuning in. If you have enjoyed it, there'll be more videos coming a little bit later on. There's also going to be live at the 12 Scale National this evening. Do a little track walk and have a look around the pits. So stay tuned. If you've enjoyed the video, click the like button. It'd be really, really nice of you if you could do that. Subscribe while you're here, and there's more videos coming soon, and I look forward to seeing you all trackside soon.